whatever time of day it is you happen to be listening. This is the P&A Podcast Express. We are coming to you from the Palm Street Studio, the world famous Palm Street Studio.
Where?
The Palm Street Studio, where it's world famous.
Also sponsors a first place bowling team.
Ooh.
I got too much. I should have done a better sound check before we started.
Uh-oh.
Things are discombobulated.
Am I bobulated or discombobulated?
Well, I'm hearing a lot of
we didn't hit
echo.
record anyway.
We're going to do that and that. Junior, give me a check.
Check.
Okay, you're good.
Check one, check two,
All right,
check.
that's
check.
what the problem was.
Can we hit record and play this?
Yeah, I'll throw the other audio in on that.
Good.
I'm recording here, so we're good.
I just like to be double penetrated sometimes.
Yeah, I know that.
With recording. Whoa.
I don't know why you're prefacing this with with things.
Don't try to church it up, Dirt. So, how's everybody doing?
Well, it's
Are we now combobulated?
yeah, I feel much better about
Okay.
things. Much better.
All right. Good show, guys.
All right, good night, everybody.
Good job.
Let's crack a lackin'.
Well, it's full disclosure, it's a Monday. Mm-hmm. The people watching live know that. Hopefully, some of them.
Hi.
Few of them. But yeah, lot of stuff.
We have a lot of things.
Yeah. My first gear grind is when Jim Harbaugh left, he left the cupboard bare. He didn't leave even a can of like Hormel.
It's funny because this is one of my talking points I wanted to talk about. My talking point was going to be this. And I know my answer, but I want to know you guys' answers. I've got a question for both of you guys.
Oh.
Yes, Harbaugh came in like a wrecking ball, amped it up, ramped it up, got all the people he needed in the right places. They won a national title, and now it's going to be pretty meager, probably for a little bit. And that's not talking shit. They're going to have some mediocre years. Was it worth it for that one national championship to sell out everything for that one title? What do you think?
So, in my mind, yes, and I don't think it was selling out completely for the national championship. What you had happen was you had a whole bunch of coaches that left when Harbaugh left. It was going to happen anyways because they were going to get promoted to better things.
They're going to get poached from the coaching staff. But I'm just saying, in your mind, knowing what you know now, and then was it worth it in your opinion?
I'd do it again.
I would too.
I'd say it was worth every single cent of it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Also, another interesting
You think
talking
JJ
point.
knew about it?
I don't know. Do you want to know another interesting talking point? Almost every member of the national championship team or the year before that went to the NFL is currently injured.
Really?
Yeah.
How many went in the first round?
Is Corum injured? Because he hasn't hardly played.
He's not. He's just, they think something's wrong with him, yeah.
Everybody's injured on the Rams, and he's just not playing.
So so think about that, though.
Right.
Almost all these players. So what kind of training staff, medical staff, and everything else do they have at U of M?
Things that make you go.
So they were either able to keep all these guys going, or they just suck.
Right? In one of the two, right?
I'm not sure which it is.
So yeah, these are the things I think about when I should be sleeping.
Solid.
Like, I'm like, was it worth it? Because everything. I mean, Harbaugh will never coach in college football again.
Right.
He'll probably end up having a heart attack while he's coaching in the NFL. He's already halfway there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but he's going to have that heart attack with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind.
right, and he's gonna make a pair of khakis look good to have a heart attack. So there we go.
So yeah, that was my gear grind. Is he left the cupboard bare?
Oh, absolutely. This team is going to win 6 games, maybe 7. I amend I said 8 or 9 previously, but
I
it's
said 3 before, but they're already at 3. They're probably going to get bombed by.
So who would have thought? Like I said, who had in their bingo cards that Michigan State and Michigan would have the same record after 7 games this season?
Nobody. And who would think that game is actually could determine who goes to a bowl game?
It very well could be.
And who had Oregon in the Big Ten being the number 1 team as we speak?
I did
Not me.
not me either.
Me neither.
I mean, I figured they'd be okay, but I thought the Big Ten was going to tear them up, to be honest with you.
Well,
I thought they were going to be
I'll
like
tell you one
USC.
team that I watched this weekend and impressed the shit out of me is Indiana.
Same. I watched half
my
of that
Lord.
game too.
They beat Nebraska by 42 points.
Former Detroit Lion Dominic Raiola's son is the quarterback.
Yep. They
Indiana
looked
really impressed me.
amazing, fast on both sides of the ball.
And I thought as I'm watching this team, this might be a top 10 team in
Yes.
the nation.
Well, I think they're close to it right now.
Yeah.
What has happened?
That's what what has happened here?
I never thought this would happen. I thought there would be a lot of great games. Everybody would be very competitive. You could. It's a Big Ten.
I
Well,
think
it's a Big 18, but
I think we're finding out the Big Ten is very, very loaded this year.
Yeah.
I mean, even Illinois, even all that. And you still got Penn State. You still got Oregon. You still got Ohio State.
Sure.
You still got, It's wild. It's wild times.
absolutely. But it's
So-
not a sports podcast.
I do have another thing here. In about 5 minutes, we're going to be joined by another podcast. The Biddy and Rich Show is going to join us, and
Wow, we went from I thought it was just going to be Adam and I. You guys show up, and now the Grumpy Griller stops by the studio too to say hi. So have a seat
What
if
up,
you
Jim?
want to get. Yeah,
a seat and pizza.
there's pizza if you want to grab a slice. Yeah, we thought we were going to have just Adam and I was actually talking about that prior to the podcast, and I'm like, well,
Honestly, it was due.
right. So here we are. Yeah, another wonderful day. We talked about U of M, the Lions. What more can you say? What a gutsy, awesome win yesterday.
Yes.
And beautiful, 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 beautiful.
I think I had to use the restroom for those 2 minutes, just like Adam chimed out there in our group chat. What happened? And then the Lions were losing.
Yeah.
Oh, that fumble when Montgomery fumbled. He does not fumble.
He doesn't.
So that was an interesting stat. That is the Lions' first fumble loss this season.
So I think it had something to do with the fact that he got hurt earlier in the game, and I think they put him. He obviously the guy's a beast, so he's like, "Yep, just put me back in." Because you notice we didn't really see him after that.
Sure.
And so I think he got dinged up a little more than what we thought. Hopefully, it's not long term.
And I think that's okay. The key is, as you said, keep him healthy. We're going to need him. We're going to need him down the stretch, but we don't necessarily need him right now, I feel like. Because Gibbs is just fine in there.
Absolutely.
Gibbs is just fine. We've got a lighter week this next week.
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Yeah, the flaming thumbtacks.
Yeah.
And oh my God, you guys, do you think Defensive Player of the Year, Branch?
He's
Oh my God.
if he keeps doing what he's doing, he's going to be right there.
He's on.
Well,
That interception, the way he jumped that route was beautiful.
Oh my.
yeah.
That
And just
exceptional.
the guy is just seems like he's in on every big play right now.
Right.
So you can't.
That little millimeter, the fumble outside of the out of bounds almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knock that out.
And
don't
return
get rid
and picked it up and returned it for a touchdown.
Right.
Much like last year, just it feels different. It
Yeah.
feels different already. Like,
Oh yeah. Well, even last year, that would have been a game. I hate to say it, when they were only down by 1, and they had the ball with 2 minutes left or a minute 30 left or whatever. I was like, okay, they got this. Even bringing out a kicker who was selling bricks a year ago.
Right. I was very shaky about
And
that.
Campbell, we trust. I was
Well-
too. I was sitting there. I'm like, why the fuck would you? They took the knee to keep the clock running for the
Right.
last two offensive plays on 2nd and 3rd down. And I said, why wouldn't you at least run the ball up the gut? Maybe try to get another couple yards. Get your kicker a
maybe a
little bit
missed
closer. Or get your kicker a little bit closer.
For one with Bates, you don't need to get him closer.
Yeah.
That guy has. I mean, if it's going to be off left or right, it's going to be off left or right. But I think from just about anywhere inside that 50, he can hit the upright. He can get it through. He's going to get the distance.
Right.
So I don't think that part matters.
But
too
the
much.
thing is, and I talk all the time about this, and I know it's one of my cliches. Dan Campbell does things to set players up for success, and that's what you should do as a good coach. So
Yeah.
he's not going to make Bates kick. If you notice it, if it's going to be a 50-some yarder, he's just going to go for it on 4th down. If it's 4th and less than 5, and it's a 50-plus yarder, he's just going to go for it.
Mm-hmm.
And now, because that way, that keeps your kicker's confidence up. Because what if he does come and say 53-yarder, plink, You want to keep that guys, especially kickers. Kickers have. I don't think Bates does though. He's built a little different. It seems like.
Well, he's not a
Yeah.
lifetime kicker. He was a soccer
Right.
player. He got brought in. He literally a year ago was selling fucking bricks.
Because most kickers are nut jobs. Let me tell you what. They're head
Oh, yeah.
cases.
We always went to in high school. We always went to our soccer team to get our kickers.
Do you want to? I have a drop that is kind of a segue into that.
Yeah,
like
let's-
about kickers.
About kickers. Let's hear
Well,
it.
kind of about kickers.
Yeah.
Could be about Junior too. Oh, my volume wasn't up. Hang on.
Uh-oh. Technical. Do.
Oh, dang it.
Do. You'll have that on these bigger jobs.
One lonely ball.
That was sent to us by a listener, by the way.
Yes.
One lonely ball.
It sounds like JB.
No. It's a clip from a video.
Oh, okay. Doesn't it sound like JB though? A little bit.
It was way too slow.
Yeah, JV.
Yeah, I walked into bowling last Tuesday. Right when we were walking in, he's talking to Roscoe.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I couldn't get my candy. And luckily, me and Silent S, we brought some nerds and I passed out. And he fucking, before we even started our first game, he needed. It's like he needed it.
He runs on sugar. It's
Oh my
fucking crazy.
God. I thought I do.
Oh, he's a young man and he runs on sugar. It's fucking wild.
Dude.
Yeah, we should unveil those.
Dude.
Here we go.
I got a gear grind though too as I'm opening this. There was a sign I thought that was made. Oh my lord, they feel great too.
There is.
I gotta wear like 2 t-shirts under these.
They are phenomenal.
Look at this.
the Palm Street Studio.
As of right now, we can say the first place
Yes.
Palm Street Studio bowling team.
So this is the style we wanted too, like the
like it.
the standard bowling shirt.
These are my high school colors.
Yeah, and I call them the Charlie Sheen
Yes,
type
yes.
bowling shirts.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I love that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So we'll wear them. Not only it's active wear for when you're bowling, and also wear for the bar and pub scene. And
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and bring these guys in.
I'm a little stoopy.
all right. So wear your bowling shirt tomorrow night.
I will.
I'll take the other boys up
Tell me
there.
what to do.
And the sign, I'll have it up here for display the next episode. It's down in my truck.
We got nickel versus nickel tomorrow.
Nickel versus nickel.
Little nickel on nickel action.
Dude, yeah, I got it. I'll put Jobu's rum glass away. I'm not going to drink it, though. I'm going to dump it down the drain.
I thought that cigar would be gone.
Yeah,
You were eyeballing it last time.
I was, and I still am. It's probably a little dried up now, but that's okay. She's a biggin. You know,
the
big
heat on?
biggins. No, I've got. Why? Are you cold?
No.
Oh no, I've got the fan going over here though.
Is it on your ear?
It's on me. Do you need a fan? I can turn fan on for everyone.
A little bit.
Yeah, I'll turn some fan on.
Thanks.
I can do that. It's getting a little stuffy in here.
It is a little stuffy.
We just played a.
Near the end of October.
Well,
Thank you, sir.
you know, one thing I realize though is when it gets cold at night, it's a different kind of heat in the day. Like when you have those days where it only gets down to like 70 at night and then it gets 80, 85
Sure.
the next day, it's just hot. Nothing cools off. But like it was pretty comfortable all day today.
It was.
Even though it
That's
was,
windy.
That should get a little air moving in here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
so yeah, I liked it.
And that was the second time I got crabs. Oakley dokley, I'm an idiot. So what else is new or exciting? Anything?
Well, I understood what one of Adam's gear grinds were a while back about the beautiful city of Sandusky. When I was coming to the game on Friday, those fucking little medium things. I would look down for a second, texting you, make sure you got home okay.
Did you
Yeah, you
almost wipe one of them out?
I fucking almost hit it with my mom's car.
So I noticed something today. Oh,
Ooh, I like that.
Wow.
Little catch it.
I don't see where.
Just let it ride.
Or start off like this.
All right, I think we got one of them here.
Is that the Death Star music?
Oh, I got to turn on the so they can see us.
Oh.
Ooh, I like his drop mic.
Right?
Yeah, not bad.
Let's get ready to run.
Do you want me to hook one of those up for you over there?
No, I'm asking too much of you. Okay.
All right, you got it.
Dude, them are sweet.
Right? He's probably sitting here
All
thinking,
right.
what are these assholes doing?
Brad, can you see us all right? Can you hear us okay?
Howdy,
I
guys. I can see you. I don't know if you can see me or hear me.
We can hear you.
I might have to change the audio profile here real quick. Let me pull this back.
Just this was all handled in our pre-production meeting.
That you nap through?
No, it says
Did
it's
I
got
nap
the.
through?
Are you able to hear us? We can hear you.
I'm going to say that's prime evidence he can't. Unless he's just being a prick,
I heard
which is
heard
awesome.
him before the
I heard him, yeah.
or your yeah.
There's one of those stink bugs on my horse's ass over here. Oh. Oh, now he's on me. Riveting radio.
It's a pirate water staring right at me.
Carry the show for a minute, guys.
Whoa,
Miami
shit. Yeah,
No, can't hear you guys.
There we go.
Can you hear us now?
No.
Nope.
I'm messaging
It looks like we've got Tall Boy Roulette again, too.
We do.
Is that right?
Yeah, and on our Wednesday episode, what do we got? A top 5 list, I heard?
I heard we have a top 5.
What was it?
Top 5 horror movies.
Yeah.
And I had to go on Pornhub and download my history. Oh, horror movies. Not horror movies.
You're welcome.
Adam, I think your autocorrect did something to me there.
Oh, that it's not. Oh,
It's not horror movies. Damn it. Now I got to make my list up.
oh yeah. This is not like I said in memory of JTK, but
In
you know he's not here today.
It's an homage to
Yes,
JTK.
That's his thing.
That's an homage to the Tall Boy Roulette. And they look like a bunch of scary ghosts right now,
yeah.
currently with their bags on. And we'll have the pick here shortly on Wednesday, and we'll figure it out as they can sit there. And, of course, I'm sure
There's
the
one-
quality of the beers that you selected probably only get better as they reach room temperature.
Okay. I can't give it away now. There's one I do not
right.
want.
Okay.
I got you guys. I got you guys.
Did you like that noting? Did you
Yes.
like
Well,
that?
I think he's got
I
us
did.
on audio and all the good stuff now.
Got you guys. Yeah. Can you see me or no?
Not yet.
Adam probably can, but he hasn't put you on the big screen.
Damn guy. What?
All right, let me get this. I don't know where it went to here.
You need up. You can do it over there. You just have to figure out which one is you. I guess I can do it from here a little bit. Hold on. How's this?
Check,
Better,
check.
better, better, better,
Way
better, 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 better.
Thank you. That's it.
I do have some here.
I like it.
I've got the rough. You've got the fine.
I like it.
Okay, now
Rough.
Oh, here we go.
Fine. can bring it in.
Fine.
There we go.
all right, now the boys can see. I had to make sure that all my audio was good. I thought it was, but I had to double check all of that.
This is our first.
Right on.
It's my first day.
Well, this is the first time we've used Skype live on the show.
I know. I gotta fuck with you
I
Right on.
because we're at
Jeff,
almost.
is that nose wiggling on the right-hand side of my man's head?
Well, it looks like it's a flag hanging, and it's probably a little bit of breeze because he probably has a fan going too, much
or,
like we
or
do.
he's sniffing.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. It's a little toasty today, man.
It's a great effect you have going there.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, so do you want to introduce and everything else, or
So is Rich going to be jumping in here?
Yeah. He probably fell under the desk trying to figure out what he's doing. I'm not sure.
It's very possible.
Yeah, we usually end up with a stupid technical problem just about every damn time. trying to log in or whatever.
Technical stuff sucks.
Well, we're almost 4
It
years.
does.
We're almost 4 years in, and it never gets better.
Right on, dude. Yeah,
So-
he's supposed to be. Yeah, I sent him the link, so and I
He-
haven't heard
he
him.
might-
But he hasn't been bitching at me because usually he'd be like, "What the hell, mother."
He's in hell's waiting room right now.
Could be that too.
he's in there like that one in Beetlejuice, just sitting there
yeah.
waiting in the doctor's waiting room. Yeah, all the dead people.
I have a chat
me.
icon.
Is that a horror movie?
I don't know.
I didn't see horror.
Beetlejuice?
Yeah,
It's,
We'll
it's
get
a
to that
comedy.
later.
it's
All right,
it's
so
yeah.
we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna hope that Rich can get his stuff figured out here. And I don't
hopefully.
see that he's tried to chat me or anything like that. So I don't know. We're just gonna roll. This is Brad Van Conant from the Biddy and Rich Show, another podcast out there in
Hey,
the
guys.
podcast-diverse.
What's up, Brad?
How's it
Hey
going?
man, thanks for having me. We appreciate it.
You are very welcome, and I've got myself. To my left is Phil, and in the other little screen there is Junior and Jeff.
Hey guys,
How you
nice
doing?
to meet you.
They're at the special guest table over there. Very very special table.
I think we've done such a great job with this episode. That's the first time we've introduced everybody.
It
Yeah.
is.
20 minutes in.
I
It
almost
is.
just said that. To Phil, you
Nice.
asshole. Good job, Adam.
Jesus.
We usually wear helmets. We're not. This was formal.
Yeah.
Meet this guy.
So, Brad, why don't you kind of give us a little synopsis of what you guys do on your show, and as I try and see if I can get Rich in here.
Yeah, so basically we just kind of talk about anything and everything in life, you know, any topic, whatever. Try not to alienate too many people. It happens, but just try to talk about life in general and history and everything that's involved, you know. Rich just got stranded in North Carolina during Hurricane Helene. That was crazy. So just everything in life, basically. And we've known each other since we were kids, and we're good clowns, so we have fun with it, too, you know.
That's great. That's great. The question I have to ask you that I ask everyone, why in God's green earth did you want to start a podcast?
Well, I'll tell you, because, you know, I probably got into politics about 15 years ago. I started listening to Rush Limbaugh. And then over the years, it's grown. There's a lot of people that I listen to. And anyways, Rich says it's waiting for Adam to accept the invitation.
I told you he was in hell's waiting room.
Right. So, yeah, anyway, so I got into politics. I really like the platform. You know, I think there's way more to be gained by listening and watching podcasts than there is anything in the news media these days. So it is what it is, right? And I enjoy it. It's fun.
That's good. That's great.
Yeah.
How many episodes? You guys are what, 30 some episodes in?
Yeah, we're 34 right. 34 yesterday.
That's
Today.
awesome because we talk about this all the time on a podcast. Do you know what the tipping point is, whether a podcast is going to be successful or not, typically?
34.
Episode 2. Nope, episode 2.
Right.
Getting to episode 2. Isn't that the number one thing?
It is. And
Gotcha.
you know, it's kind of funny because there's people that jump into ours because we're coming up on 600 here pretty quick, and
That can't
That's
be right.
there's
That's pretty
people that
cool.
jump into ours and they'll mention something from 3 years ago that it's like, what are you talking about? I never said that. And
Right.
sure enough, I said it.
It's on record. You said it.
Now I gauge it by if it's pretty stupid, I'll just be like, oh yeah, I said
Oh,
that.
that was definitely me.
Unfortunately, I can't. Do you see anything on the screen there in the small stuff that like
I am
indicates
looking.
that I could bring him in?
Add participant in the left. I don't know.
is that
Right here, meow. I don't know if any one of those is them.
what all we got there? I can't see.
It says Katarina Raz.
Oh no,
Okay.
I don't. He never added me earlier,
Okay.
so I don't know if I can bring him in right
That's
now.
a porn star. What have you been doing?
Well, you know, it's
The horror movie list.
yeah. No, she was one of the people in Poland that I worked with.
Oh, nice. Well, anyway,
It might just be you right now, Brad, because I don't know if I can bring him in.
so
I haven't used Skype in quite a while, so
Right. The next question we ask podcasters, where is your podcast available?
Just YouTube at this point.
Nice. And how's that doing? So you just have a channel, straight up channel for your podcast and go from there?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
You just have a channel for your podcast and just go from there?
Yeah. We're trying to grow. There's so much going on between work and everything else in life. And then of course we need equipment and it's all money. You know what I mean? So we're just trying to carry on and do what we can with what we have.
Preaching to the
feel
choir.
ya.
Preaching to the choir. Preaching to the choir.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything that you see in the studio here right now that we've got 3 of those setups.
We have a portable setup that's almost exactly the same as our setup here. We've been very fortunate that we have someone who's quite a dumbass that will finance a lot of it. So,
And a nerd that tells him what to finance.
that's right. We have a technical advisor and a jackass with a deep wallet. So there you go.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I see you guys do the traveling around, and that's really cool.
It's fun. We haven't been out in a while since we've had the studio. We've kind of holed up in here, and it's been nice because you just come in, you turn stuff on, and you go. But
Right.
Are you at your place, Adam?
no, we're at Phil's actually in the Palm Street
gotcha.
studio.
The Palm Street Studio.
Gotcha.
He claims it's world famous, but I don't know.
Oh, that's not my claim.
I just get notes that we're 2 fat kids sitting in somebody's attic.
Yeah.
Rich says he did have a Skype account and didn't know it, so I don't know if I can tell him maybe if there's somehow we can work that out.
Are you able to merge him in? You might be able to do that on your end.
Me?
Yeah, with him if you're added with him on there.
Yeah, I'm not even sure how I would do that.
We had some discussions earlier today about some different options on this.
And while we're looking at that, how'd you guys meet? I mean,
Well, actually, Mary has known him for quite a many years.
Okay.
And he's
Yeah, we
also a
went to school
pecker.
together.
He's also a pecker.
oh, really?
Yeah. Capital P Pecker.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that part.
Right. Class of 92.
And
I do see it now. Sorry.
and then he did a beautiful job on fixing some floor and putting in a door for me. And he does very, very, very fantastic carpentry work.
And for that fantastic work, you let him on the podcast.
Let him on the podcast. We're happy to have him on the podcast.
I know.
We were going to have to fill this time,
I
man.
know.
This
I'm
is
just-
tough.
I know him.
I would never ask somebody to do work and then also drag their podcasting career down the toilet.
I know, but
This is like the last stop to Cancelsville. Whenever we interview you, everybody's like, "Oh shit, it's gotten that bad."
Oh man!
Right.
Holy Christ!
we haven't heard from what's his name from South Carolina.
Oh well, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's moved on. He's blowing up. He's
Yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah, so you're either not gonna. Your podcast is either going to completely crash and burn after this, or you're gonna get way bigger and you won't talk to us.
yeah. The guy from down south thanked us for giving him his only 3 white listeners.
He was awesome.
He's an awesome guy. He is.
He is.
He'd appreciate that joke too. I'm sure.
He would.
Sure. And what days do you do your podcast on?
We just do it once
Random?
a week for now.
Just any random days?
No, just what we record Sunday night, and then I edit it and post it Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, so and then try to stick to right around 50 minutes to an hour or so.
That's the secret number right there. We've experimented with going anywhere from as short as 25 to 30 minutes to as long as 5 hours. And let me tell you what, the 5 hour ones piss people off.
Yeah, that was our
Right.
500.
It was also our 50th.
Our 50th was 5 hours long. Our 50th episode was 5 hours long.
It did break up relationships, but
Holy crap.
It did. It
Yeah,
broke some
so-
hearts too.
it was
Yeah,
a fun time.
Rich sent me a picture of. It says it shows Adam Filkins. No mutual contacts. Waiting for Adam to accept invitation.
Accept his invitation, man.
I don't know if it'll let me while we are on here. So let me. I may just add you. I may just start this over
Swirl
with
it.
you and
Swirl it. We have more questions.
let me see what I can do.
Is he still there?
Nope.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's on.
I-
'cause I'm just
I've got him
chatting
on
with
here.
through Messenger.
Brad's still there. Yeah. Cool.
All right, I'm gonna.
They're gonna hash it out, man.
I hope so.
I do have a question.
Go ahead.
So in the
How did you guys
meantime,
go
Phil,
from
I
middle of the
got to
mountain
tell you.
bowling league
Can you
to
hear me?
first place?
Yeah,
Right.
we can hear you. Go ahead, Brad.
I just wanted to tell you. So I'm a huge Three Stooges fan, and looking through your profile through the years, holy shit, you look like Curly, dude.
Do I really?
Absolutely, back in the day, anyways. Not with a beard,
Well,
obviously.
tell him to shave that fucking
That's actually
beard.
something we're talking about right now because I'm actually on some sort of weird protest where I refuse to get a haircut. So
Right on.
so I should I should probably shave it all off again. And
All your body hair. You can't wear shorts anymore. Oh man.
you see my downstairs dreadlocks.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. That I've never had anybody say that. I'll take that as a compliment because I'm a huge Three Stooges fan too.
Really, man, I tell you, I was just looking through your profile one day after you'd accepted my friend request or whatever, and I said, holy shit, and my oldest son, same way, and I said, look at this dude. He looks like Curly, man. Holy shit.
Well, maybe that's what I should.
Well, maybe he's gonna have to play the balls in your court with Junior.
I'm gonna have
get some,
to-
trivia.
I might have to embrace this.
How many seasons of Three Stooges did they have there, Brad?
Oh, jeez.
You're putting him on the spot.
I'm just asking.
I think it was 9, but I might be incorrect. But seasons were different back then because you got to realize seasons had like 32 episodes in them back then.
They worked a lot.
Now in the world of fucking Hulu and Netflix and everything else, they'll do 6 episodes and call it a season of a show, and you're like, you'll just get started, you're binge watching,
Right.
You're just getting your dick hard, and then all of a sudden the show's over, and you're like, oh
Yellowstone
shit,
canceled.
yeah, Yellowstone canceled.
Yeah, I got divorced. What's his name? The main character.
Kevin Costner.
Yeah, he had a divorce. That's why I got canceled from. They're in the middle of season 5.
Wait, you're not making any sense. He got canceled, or the show got
The
canceled?
show got canceled.
Okay.
It's supposed to appear now.
Because in what world would Kevin Costner ever get canceled?
Right.
Watch, it'll probably happen.
Trying to make small talk.
What do you mean?
Yeah, they're so anyways, the Three Stooges, their story is amazing. It really is. I don't even know how many people actually know that Curly, Moe, and Shemp are actually brothers.
In real life.
Larry,
Yeah.
yeah, real life brothers.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Larry
wild.
was just a friend of Shemp's. And then, of course, Shemp he lived the longest. I think he was like 70 when he passed away.
I do know that Curly, and I've read, was a huge dog lover. He always had dogs with him whenever he was recording. He had several pets, and yeah.
Yeah, this is all new knowledge.
Really?
This is awesome, though. I like it. Larry was the kind of redhead, right? Was he a redhead? Bald.
Yeah, the curly
Yeah.
hair.
Yep.
Yeah. I got a tarantula on my head. you know?
Right.
Looked like Bozo.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Oh, wise guy, eh?
But then, Curly beat the hell out of himself, man, having strokes and everything else, because he literally physically beat himself up doing that act.
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
The physical comedy can take a toll on you. Then they, yeah. There's
Yeah.
no way to
Yeah.
fake the funk, man.
there he is. See that? Look at the head on
Hey.
Hey guys, how are you?
Uh-oh.
How's it going?
Any way I can get it. I'm married with kids.
You know,
I'm doing good. Can't complain.
Well, there you go. Well, Adam, our technical guy, finally figured it out. I think we can start the show now.
we can.
We're only 33 minutes into this episode, according to my timer.
All right, nice meeting you guys. All right, have a good day.
I just finished I've finished my allotment of beers for this episode already. I'm gonna have to crack into a new one.
So where's Rich and Brad, right? Mm-hmm. Where they living now?
Yeah, where you guys roughly where you located? What towns?
Go ahead, Rich.
I'm in Coldwater, Michigan right now. Where I'm sitting at now is in Coldwater, Michigan. So that's going to be I-69 down and around about 12 miles from the Indiana border.
Oh, okay. And I'm looking at your background here. You a brewer?
Yeah, cannabis oil.
Cannabis oil.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
We've had
That's
some.
You and Phil just become new best friends.
hydrocarbon extraction machine. So
Oh, nice.
make quite a bit of oils for whatever you need. Whatever you may have as an ailment, I got you covered.
You know, a pretty amazing thing. My mom had pancreatic cancer, and so we got some really, really strong cannabis oil for her, and it was amazing stuff. I mean, can't say enough good things about how that worked for her. But my dad took a little bit of it, and he put some in and of all things, he put some in Vicks Vapor Rub, and he was putting it on his knees.
That's not where I thought you were going with this.
So he was putting it on his knees because his knees were sore, and it totally took care of it. So then he had a little spot on his face that the doctor told him, he's like, hey, it's precancerous. We got to take that off. So he had an appointment for 5-6 weeks down the road to get that taken off. And he started putting that on there every day. They went to go do the procedure, and they're like, well, it's gone. It's just completely gone. So he had a friend that he golfed with that had a spot on his lip that he had to have taken off. And he was really nervous about it because they said they were going to have to really slice his lip and sew it all back together and everything. They had quite a chunk they had to take out. And he just started putting the raw oils on there.
Well, by this story, I'm glad he didn't put it on his balls.
Well, no.
Jesus Christ.
They just shrank up too.
Right.
Yeah.
They're like, sir, your balls are gone.
Oh,
Well, they must have been cancerous then.
Yeah, I guess so. Holy shimoleon.
They were already in the wife's purse.
Don't jerk off with that
for
stuff.
sure,
Holy
for sure.
moly.
But yeah, it was amazing.
Don't leave
stuff.
that bottle beside your lube.
I think we found your guys there, Rich.
Yeah, it'll be the last time you jerk off with that bottle, huh?
Right.
Uh-huh.
Or having body parts fall off.
Or they become better.
I'm like a 1965 Buick traveling down the road. Just shit falling off.
Maybe it would have given you more prowess.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know who wants to be the guinea pig for that. I'm not going.
Oh,
for it.
Phil,
Well, the thing is, you always see these ads, and this is a young man's game. It always says, "Would you like to last longer?" And I'm always like, "No, I'm good. I'm
Got
good."
shit to do.
Yeah, for me, it's kind of like shit. All right, concentrate. We need to get this over. You don't need to have a heart attack. Go. Yeah.
it is really hard to go when you're sitting there thinking you're going to have a heart attack.
Yeah, especially when you think your heart's about to explode. You're like, I don't know which is going to pop first. Let's see.
Oh, gee.
That's awesome. Well, it is potentially possible, right? You ain't getting any younger.
But that's a hell of a way
No,
to
he's
go,
not.
right?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
For
Why not?
you, or for me,
For-
maybe not for
her, it'd be
on the
terrible.
other end trying to get your big ass off her.
Well, I know if you're on top of her, she's going to be there for a while. Hopefully the
Well-
phone's within reach.
When the medics get there, she'd be like, well, he's finally stiff.
I walked right into that one, didn't I?
You did.
Oh, gee.
Really,
Full force. You
really
weren't even-
set you up for that one.
You weren't even looking.
Oh, boy.
So, Rich, we heard that you've known Brad for quite some time, and
Oh God, yeah.
so did you also go to Peck schools?
I did.
Man,
I did for up until I was in, I think maybe the 8th, 9th grade, somewhere around there. And then my dad had scored a great job working for the state of Michigan, so we transferred up northwest to Mount Pleasant, Michigan, and that's kind of the area I finished up my high schooling in. But yeah, we used to clown quite regular. It was our daily job to see which teachers up there at the school, and we could drive crazy, along with Mr. Kalavecki chased us around a few times himself, if I'm not mistaken. So we tried to spread the love amongst all of them as much as we could.
well, there you go.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, it was
He'll
great.
try to spread a lot of things out, and
Yeah. Nowadays we're trying to spread things different. Brad used to try to spread his hair, but he ain't got none left.
Oh, Brad. I'm sorry, Brad. I'm on your side.
I was going to say,
Did,
a good portion of the people here represent that.
Did you
Yeah.
put
Brad loved
some
it.
concentrated oil in your shampoo? Is that what happened?
Yeah, did you lose that too?
Right.
You put the jerk off oil on the wrong head.
That's right. Oh, boy.
Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that happening.
You shined her right up. Absolutely.
Laughing,
Starting
Brad.
to look like a hot air balloon. I said, "Shit, I got to shrink this thing." Next thing you know, I got no hair left.
Right. So you guys, we heard earlier you're at about 30 some episodes roughly. So you've been at it. I assume you release episodes, record weekly. So almost a year now. Almost a year then by Rich.
Yeah.
You started probably about 9 months ago. 9 months ago.
Yep.
Yep.
Nice. Very nice. There's just the
Yeah,
brainchild.
and I go to Georgia for the winter, so I'm about to be heading down there, and so the first half of those or so are in Georgia. So yeah, we got a mess to go to down there. But luckily our buildings aren't destroyed because a lot of people lost their homes.
Oh,
But,
Yeah, that area has just been hammered down there. The
Yeah.
good news is you probably have lots of work. Or bad news.
Yeah.
Whichever way you want to look
Unfortunately,
at
in
it.
that sense,
Job security, but sad job security.
yeah.
I would bid every job at about $750, seeing as how that's what the government gave people. They'll have that extra.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think a lot of them gave them the bird on that one.
Yeah, yeah.
That's insanity. That is insanity. All of it
It
is.
is.
It's an insane world we live in now, and we don't comment. We don't do commentary on any of that stuff really on our podcast. So
We started all of this when COVID was real big, and one of our rules
Oh,
was we
right.
didn't talk COVID and we didn't talk politics because we wanted to escape from it ourselves, and we didn't figure anybody wanted to listen to jackasses talk about it, so we just stayed away from it.
and you know what? We found out no one wants to listen to two jackasses talk about anything else either.
Yeah, no,
So
it's been pretty consistent.
we've had weeks where our audience has been in the negatives because we didn't even listen to it.
Oh,
Well, at least you don't have to worry about setting the bar too high then.
That's right.
Oh no, our bar is more like a door threshold.
If that.
Right.
So have you had a favorite episode that you've done that you've enjoyed more than others? I know they're like kids. It's tough to say that, you like one more than others, even though you do. Do you have an episode that sticks out in your mind that you think is some of either your best work or one you like the most?
I kind of, I think with Brad, we both bring something different to the table. So for me, being this is what I do, we had a pretty good one on cannabis, which covered everything you guys just said. I had an uncle who had colon cancer. He had bladder cancer, the oils, and the shelves are lined with all them products. So for me, I think my favorite one of the favorites was the cannabis episode because it was nice to be able to bring some of the stigma off it. And maybe people just didn't know exactly what these things could be used for and what the applications could be for and rates and how to get their hands on it. So I think that was my favorite one. Although we made fun of a friend of ours from school quite a bit too, Phil Fletcher. So I enjoyed the episode we had with Phil Fletcher too. That was up there pretty good. He brings some humor to the table.
Always a good time.
He's another fellow clown, and he lives out in Colorado. He's been out there for 30 years, and we check in with him pretty regularly. But the guy only has internet about 3 times a year. So mountain man Phil, but he lives in a pretty cool life if you're into that, man, off the grid pretty much.
That's not a bad way to go.
No.
If I had my druthers and I was younger, that'd probably be the way I'd roll.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
A lot simpler, a lot less stress. The more you have, the more stress it brings to the table. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, it does seem that way.
I say this all the time. If you own all this shit, it owns you. Don't
Yes.
I say that all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
indeed.
you're right. I owned a hydroponic store for years.
Right.
I was not only was I doing this, but I was a grower and I own a gardening store here in town for 13 years. And man, the more stuff that you put in the store, the more work it becomes, and you just end up married and a slave to it. So being off the grid I was just in the hurricanes in the Carolinas. I was stuck on the side of a mountain for 2 weeks. So I was totally off the grid, and man, you learn to respect it and like it at the same time. It's quiet. There's nothing going on. It's nice, peaceful.
Yeah, there's been times when the power will go out and stuff, and of course when that happens, your cell phone internet sucks because everybody's trying to do stuff, and you just kind of go back to, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of going back to like the 80s and being a kid where you didn't have any of that stuff and had to find things to do. And
Yeah, spent your ass outside 24 hours a day, damn near.
yeah,
Right.
You
We were just doing something with my kids, and they're like, we're just going to stop in? We're not going to like text them or call them first? I'm like, what do you think we used to do? Like, we didn't carry phones with you. You just stopped by.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
no shit.
Yeah.
That was so foreign to them. That was so foreign to my kids. Like,
really.
we're just going to stop by.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day too. It was kind of like we lived on the hill out on Duquette Road in Peck, and you could kind of see both ways. So if we were getting a surprise visit, we could already be running and hollering within them being a half a mile from the house. And I was thinking, wow, that was a lot simpler times. Like they just drove by. They were just out in the area because people actually got in the car and drove around and checked things out. That's how it was.
Well, do you remember back in a time way long ago when like your house phone would ring and you'd answer it?
What? Get the fuck out of here.
No
No
clue as to who
caller
was on the
ID.
other end. No clue. And you
Right.
just pick it up and be like, hello?
My mom always said it was probably the police half the time, not the band.
Well, yeah.
But the flip side, nobody back then wanted to talk to you about your car's extended warranty.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true.
Brad, remember we were talking about the party line? You could pick it up and you could
Yeah.
hear Miss Jones or Miss So-and-so down the street talking shit about your mom or your grandma
Yeah.
or the neighbor lady down the road.
Right, everybody's pissed because they're trying to use a phone and this
About how,
fucker
Yeah.
runs
about
out
how your
there.
grandma's a whore. I heard that one time.
Ooh.
My grandma was a whore, and I'm like, holy shit.
And you're like,
I thought
Grandpa?
I was the only one she
Right.
was baking cookies for.
That's right. Damn, grandma.
We had neighbors that had a party line when I was growing up, and I was real good friends with the one neighbor, and then it was like this 90-year-old couple next door that were on the party line, and they would always answer the phone on the first ring, like every damn time.
Waiting for it.
Yeah. Hello?
Doesn't the term party line make it sound glamorous though?
Oh, it does.
It was not glamorous.
It was
Imagine
not
what
a
they were
party.
wearing.
Well, and I'd get this lady on the phone. She'd be like, hello? I'd be like, this is Adam. I'm calling for Jeff. Okay, call back. Ring. Hello? Oh, it's still just Adam calling for Jeff.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and call again.
You got 6 callers ahead of you, Adam.
Oh, jeez.
So,
You still on the damn phone?
right?
Yeah, pretty much.
You've been on the phone for 45 minutes. No, or to make a long distance call, you got the operator and you gave them your number so they could charge it. My one friend is just a huge asshole, still is. And he would always just give them somebody else's phone number.
Oh, yeah.
So they'd get their bill and be like, huh, I guess I'm calling sex lines now.
Did you ever, like,
Yeah, 1-900.
Right?
Get
Yeah,
you
they charge you after the minute. You're on there for like 59 seconds.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
hang
yeah.
up.
Yeah, just 50, you're at 50, click.
Phil's
Gotta
mom
go,
got
bitch.
Phil's mom got a bill for 50 grand.
that was half of what all the Vaseline
They
cost
dressed
her.
up as Richard Simmons.
I wanted to be Gene Simmons' mom, not Richard Simmons.
Holy
So,
They were made.
did any of you guys ever, like, when you had to, like, be picked up from somewhere by your parents, call collect and just say, like, pick me up, or,
Yeah.
you know,
because it goes to the
Because it said, you have a call
yeah.
from, will you accept the charge? You have a call from,
come pick me up.
come pick me
roommate.
up, bitch.
Yeah, that was only when I needed bond money.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
Jeez.
That's it. You know where I'm at? Hurry up. $250.
One of my friends was in jail one time and called me collect just because he was bored. And I'm like, well, you're in jail. You're going to be fucking bored, dude. What an asshole.
right.
Who wants to pay $3.99 a minute to talk to your buddy's husky voice over the phone?
Right.
You're
You
right.
can get a deal by going $2.99 and charging and getting to a 1-900 number with hopefully something that sounds like a female on the other end.
Or you could call Miss Cleo.
I just saw that on A&E, I think. It's all the glamour life of phone sex. Or
Yeah.
You know, honestly, though, the way the prisons work, when you called, it was still just your buddy on the other end trying to sound like a woman.
So I had the little side note here. I had a buddy who, God, he's a deviant. He's such a deviant. He worked at a store, and this is back when, for charge machines, you just had the
Swiper.
carbon copies.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there was this customer that was severely annoying, and he's an elderly man, and he was an asshole. I remember him from when I worked at another establishment in town. Took his credit card, and this dude was really into phone sex lines. Used it for probably at least 40 hours of phone sex line calls. Could you imagine that, Bill, when that came to that dude, that old couple?
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Man, can you lower the interest on that payment?
Right?
Well, can you imagine if it was the old couple, the look on Grandma's face when she realized Grandpa had a serious problem?
Yeah.
Right?
Either that or happen to call the number and trying to get that wiped out.
Oh, yeah,
That's what the guy that did this was talking to me. He's like, well, he's always such an asshole and he's always in a foul mood. I'm like, it's probably because he gets bills like that every month.
Right.
He's got to deal with this shit.
Yeah, you're probably not the first.
God, you just can't be an asshole anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think that stopped him.
No, he still was an asshole. Yeah, my buddy jacked his card number and then called phone sex lines with it.
Oh, my Lord.
Man, the fucking 90s were a wild time, weren't they?
Big hair.
That kind of bill, you just have to set the phone down and just let the bill run, I guess.
No, he was very into it. Like, he wanted to talk to you. Like, I witnessed it once, and I'm like, I backed away slowly because I'm like, I know what's about to happen here. I don't want to be in the presence of this.
Don't use this lube.
Must be very audio because that doesn't really do anything for me at all. I mean, I get giggly and I start to laugh. Like I've tried the whole phone sex thing and I break down laughing halfway through.
That's the cookies.
Yeah.
Although back then when you didn't have like constant access to all the porn sites that are on your phone, it was probably pretty titillating.
Well, I was also talking back then, even then, it really didn't do a whole lot for me.
Well, yeah.
Now, if I would have had a fleshlight back then, fuck, I never would have left my house. but I tell you what, the phone sex lines didn't do anything for me.
All my friends wanted to come over because we had Cinemax.
Right?
Skinemax After Dark.
Cinemax.
Yeah.
We had one of the giant like satellite dishes, so you could go to the satellite that had all the porn channels, watch the scrambled porn, and every now and then like catch just something that you could make out that was human anatomy.
That's a titty. That's a dick. You're like, that's a big throbby veiny bastard. Look at that.
Yeah.
And all that
or
fuzz.
just go watch Up All Night with Rhonda Shear. There was always those days too.
Oh yeah. You could get most of the audio with the scrambled stuff, but again, that really didn't do.
Even what a fucked up time. Like I remember being in college and it being a big deal to watch the Howard Stern show. Like it was like, we gotta watch the Howard Stern show.
Yeah.
Why? There's lots of naked women on there.
Yeah, my uncle was like that. First, when the planes went into the towers, I saw the second one, and I called him up. I said, "Hey, look at my buddy was there.
Weird fucking.
My buddy was there.
Okay.
And the first thing out of his mouth, because the tragic event that happened, now we know that day he goes, "Well, is Howard Stern all right?" That was the first fucking question he asked.
Like he resided in the Twin Towers or something.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say he jacked off to that the whole time. I'm like, man, that's weird.
I was wondering where the fuck you were going to take that.
Okay.
Because we're talking about jerking off, and you're all of a sudden bringing the World Trade Center into the fucking conversation.
Sorry.
Jesus
I'm a
Christ.
piece of shit.
Oh, my God. You probably get excited when you see those people jumping. Like,
Oh, jeez.
All right. Change the subject.
you're the one that changed it to this.
Oh, I'm sorry you had to witness this, guys.
My bad.
Sorry, we're sorry. We have guests, and we're just walking all over them. So,
It sounded like you're thinking about dropping people from a building, and it sounded like there was no walking on nothing there.
right. No, there was no walking clearly.
Walking the plank. That's about
Yeah.
it.
This went in a direction I didn't expect, but I mean,
What?
the jerking off part, yes, that's where every episode ends up.
Yeah.
For us, not you guys.
Well, I mean, it is a fundamental at this stage in the game. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well,
It is
especially when
what it
you're making exotic oils.
Yeah, beefy bags, if you will.
So, is there anything more our listeners should know about your podcast?
Good question.
We already know where to find it. You guys are on YouTube. You have your own channel. It's the Rich and Biddy Show. Is
Yeah.
that correct?
Biddy and Rich.
Biddy and Rich. See, I always transpose everything. I did that.
You do.
I did that with the name of our podcast for the first, anywhere from 50 to 100 episodes?
No,
So what, A and P?
No, I did the P&A Express podcast.
yes.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
For way too long.
My mom smoked a lot of pot when she was pregnant with me.
That's like people calling Dollar General General Dollar. It's not a General Joe. It's a Dollar General.
General Dollar.
My mom works there.
I love his chicken.
She doesn't work there anymore?
She does.
Oh. I thought you said
she
worked.
works there.
I thought you said past tense.
No.
They don't sell tents. Well, they might, but
They sell condoms there?
Yes.
Wow.
Lambskin too.
What is their house brand there?
Our family.
why would you sell a condom named
You
Our
don't
Family?
want an Our Family brand condoms. You're like,
Well, think
holy
about it.
shit.
Better use them.
My
Better than
God.
and one.
No,
Well,
family
that is
brand.
true.
Right. No
Yeah,
family
no
brand.
kidding.
Blow a roof off this sucker.
That's right.
We'll
Ugh.
listen to
I don't
Dear
need no,
Lord.
Don't need no
Eddie
child
Andrew
support.
Dice Clay.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So many kids, their uterus spelled out. Oh,
Yeah, put a piece of gum on it.
Oh boy.
Good. Absolutely.
Well,
Gotta
gentlemen,
love the laughs anyway. So we appreciate
Yeah.
you guys having us on, and
anytime.
yeah, we
anytime.
love we love the clown, man. So that's, we'd like to be serious, but it's also fun to clown around, and it's all good.
Well, and the crossover part makes it nice too, because
Yeah.
some of our listeners, they're obviously, if they're listening to us, they'll listen to just about anything. So you might pick a few up.
Sounds like we might have stolen some of your listeners already then.
It's very likely.
Let's
I
hope
don't know
so.
about stole. Their standards are low enough; they probably listen to both of us.
fuck. We're down
Yeah.
to single digits again.
Adam never shares the numbers with me because he doesn't want me to get any sort of ego. So he always tells me to talk like no one's listening, and I say
Yeah.
no one is listening.
It's the only time he'll call me, and I feel like it is a sex line at that point. Tell me how many listeners we got.
I start breathing heavy.
How many? Can you tell me again? Can you tell me how many listeners again?
It's weird because the bar is low too. It's usually like 7, and I'm like, oh my God.
It's only weird if he pretends like it's a collect call from jail and then does that.
Right.
It's weird.
I didn't want to go into that detail.
Just breathing heavy.
So you guys said you're at 600 and some episodes.
We're almost to 600.
Almost to 600.
We're about.
Almost to 600.
I believe this is 587.
Yeah.
587
Cool.
episodes. We're gonna hit 4 years of podcast, and we release 3 a week. So
Okay.
don't ever do that. I would stay on the one a week train if I were you guys. That's yeah.
Honestly, I'd love to do it every day, but I mean, obviously, you can't make money doing it if you ain't making money doing it. So do what you got to do.
We've realized that.
It's very
Unfortunately,
time consuming. Obviously, you guys know all that. So
Do you guys still have family in Michigan? I mean, well, you're from Michigan, right?
They're both
Yeah.
They're
both
both- I know they're both from
Michigan,
Michigan, but any other relatives that live in the area?
like around
Grew
still
up in
around Peck. Yeah, I
Peck
guess.
area?
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. My whole clan is from Peck Van Conant family. My great grandfather used to be a deputy sheriff. He was a town police officer back in the day.
Awesome.
So yeah, my whole roots are all in Peck.
Yeah, my mom lives in Carsonville.
Okay.
My grandpa, he's in his 90s. He lives there in Carsonville with my sister. So I got relatives all around the Deckerville, Sandusky, Carsonville,
Awesome.
Croswell, Lexington area.
About a
Sand
couple
Lake
years ago,
County,
I-
I guess, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple years ago, I'm a part of Carsonville Lions Club.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom lives out down by the Humane Society, right
Okay.
across the street from it.
Awesome.
okay.
Will you guys be in the area sometime soon?
Well,
yeah.
I'm going to be heading south in a
Right,
couple
right.
weeks, so I won't be back till next May, end of May.
Right, May?
We'll have to. Yeah, we'll have to have you in the studio sometime
we
if
can
you're ever in
get
the
together
area.
one day.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that would be cool. We appreciate it.
The studio's a good time.
Yeah.
It's come from meager beginnings to meager middles.
Cool.
How do you respond to that?
Solid
That's
process.
a
So
nice way to put it.
You guys are assholes.
Well, we got a Bisco sign. I mean,
yeah, it
that
was-
we didn't buy.
It was given to us. Yes.
Oh, I see. Nice. I didn't even notice the Biscos till you said something. I seen the Gentleman's Club, but yeah, they tore that building down, didn't they?
Yeah.
It was still there when I drove by last 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
It's looking pretty
Really?
rough though. They've got to tear it
Well,
down.
there was some information that it might be in Macomb, Michigan now.
It-
It moved.
They moved it. It's going to be like right by Lakeside Mall.
Yep, right by my kid's house.
Yep.
Perfect.
Oh boy.
So, that's a plus.
Speaking of
Yeah.
phone sex.
We should have we really don't have there's nothing in the thumb for strip clubs anymore.
No, there used to be all kinds of weird ones.
Seems like
all
a
over.
very underserved market to me.
Oh, it was at Deja Vu once.
Well, they used to have one in Port Huron. It used to be called Something Blue.
Oh,
And then it did switch to Deja Vu.
yeah. Something blue.
They used to have Sibs over by Kingston.
Yeah, was that the one on a dirt road?
Yeah.
That fucker was
Yeah.
out in the woods, man.
Yeah, it was out on a dirt road.
So funny story
Yeah.
about that.
10 minutes before my first ass raping.
A guy that I played in a band with.
First?
He was the other guitar player in the band. He was a big time master electrician. I mean, big time. Made tons of money. Went over to his place in Mayville, and he lived above in this shitty apartment. And I'm like, you saving up to retire early? He's like, no. I used to be a bouncer over at Sibs.
Oh,
So
boy.
I've got 4 kids with 4 different strippers.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
And he goes, a majority of what I make goes to, he goes, it'd be one thing if it was, he goes, I really got nailed because it was 4 kids with 4 different women. So I get each one I'm paying a full amount for the kid. It's not like, oh, well, you got 3 kids, so you get a little discount on the second 2. He's like, I'm paying an insane amount of money. He was always so broke.
Sounds like he should have went to General Dollar and gotten condoms.
Yes.
General Dollar.
Jesus.
I had a general sized family.
Right.
Well, obviously, he worked at a strip club and he knew how things worked. And
They have them in the bathroom, like all varieties.
yeah, not for him, I guess.
You think he would have had a key for that thing?
You know,
He
there's
had a key for something, but it
there's a
wasn't
lot-
the condom.
There's a
key.
little bit of value to the old keep a stripper baby, though. So there we go.
Well, dude, for a stripper at Sibs, that's hitting the jackpot.
Yeah.
Yeah, man,
That-
that's an income.
Yeah.
That's an 18-year income.
Exactly. That's what they're there for.
That's making money moves right there.
Yeah.
Plus, you get ghetto bucks too.
Yeah.
They're on.
Holy Christmas.
You guys have never heard that one, did you? So we had an episode on welfare, and I have a $1 food coupon still, right? So I bring that thing out, and Rich is like, "What was that? Show me that again." So he goes into this big spiel, and he's like, "Those are what I call ghetto bucks."
Oh man.
That free Vittle card, you know what I mean?
He got a little hate mail over that.
Oh.
over
I got
that.
some
That
hate
was
mail
good.
over it. That's fine. It's still ghetto bucks to me. I don't care if you're from the trailer park or where you come from, or
Right.
what side of the
That-
tracks you're on. That's
I-
ghetto bucks.
Man, we don't get hate mail anymore. All the people that hate just stop.
They gave up.
I think they still hate, but they gave up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly the Jews.
They just have to
Mostly,
deal
yeah.
with it.
Right.
Yeah, that part never ceases to amaze me. Mostly now all we get though is people telling us how we're in violation of something on Facebook, or
Right.
they're going to help improve our rankings on YouTube and all that kind of
Yeah,
fun
right.
stuff.
Yeah.
Occasionally we get actual mail from fans, but most of the time they just make stupid comments on our stuff.
Yeah, I get stupid bots when I try to boost posts and shit. Like, "Oh, we're gonna shut you down." Yeah, you are.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right.
You have violated this. And it's like, no, I haven't.
No.
Hold on.
I've thought about releasing a memoir of just all the responses that I have to them. Phil and I are usually pretty brutal on them.
We usually tag team them.
Yeah.
I'm usually sitting at work and taking a break or at lunch, and I'm like, Adam hasn't responded for a while. Maybe I'll jump in here.
Sometimes we lead them on for days, and it's relentless.
They've made some pretty tempting offers of things they would do to us, both spiritually and physically, too.
Yeah.
So,
Oh boy.
But we haven't been
great.
to pick up any Our Family products. So,
from General Dollar condoms.
yes.
Yeah.
So we don't want to mess with that.
Jesus Christ. You don't need listeners like that.
I don't need to be sending child support and whatever monetary thing wherever they're from is.
This really reminds me once again to schedule my vasectomy.
That's what I've been saying. We
Have
got
that on live.
We're going to live action my vasectomy, by the way.
That's why we went with the heavy duty table for the guest table.
Right.
Did you guys want to be our sponsor or Phil's sponsor?
Oh boy, I can tell you a story about that. You might change your mind.
It's probably why I put it off so much.
Yeah, wait till you see the size of the needle they're gonna stick in you.
Oh,
You're like, where are you putting that?
Ah!
See, I was just we were gonna do it here. One of our featured guests, his
His fiance's a
fiance's
veterinarian.
a vet, and so we
That's
were just
close
gonna have
enough.
her come in and do it.
Yeah.
It'll work.
Yeah.
She said she didn't have a syringe or a scalpel, just one of those rubber band things.
Thimble.
Right, doing it goat
Yeah,
style.
they're gonna put it around there, and then
Yeah,
Watch them fall off.
it'll take a minute. I bet you they'd smell funny by the time they fell off.
Well, I don't know. We'll display them proudly here in the studio once they do.
you know, my
Wouldn't
guess.
that be great? You go to jump in your truck and you're like,
Hang
oh
on
shit,
to
one of
go.
them just fell off.
Right,
Roll
right,
that puppy like a bad sausage right around your leg. That'd be
right,
great.
right down your pant leg.
Right there it
No-
goes.
no
Oh shit! I
definition of
kicked it
dehydrated
on the brake
nuts.
pedal.
Right. All right. I don't think that's how I want to become impotent, but okay.
Let's take a vote.
Let's take a vote.
Yeah,
Who cares if you
we're,
We're just gonna
I'm trying to boost up the ratings.
crowdsource his sterilization.
One lonely
It's all
ball.
about you, Bill. Right. Fucker.
Oh, found it.
Motherfucker.
This
Yeah.
is what they're going to use on you right here.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
That seems a little big, but
Too
okay.
small.
Well, they
I
can. They
stretched
can.
it out because I was trying to give you the benefit of the
Okay,
I didn't want everybody to know what really happened on the back road that night.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
See, that's perfect. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that would work out well.
Yeah.
Caring folks.
I
Looking out for one another, see?
because I don't need any more kids.
No, the world don't need that.
No, I don't want that.
And they don't need me either.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, gents. Well, it's about time for us to wrap this one up. We're over our usual hour limit, but it has been a pleasure to have you on here. You guys release your
Absolutely.
episodes, the Biddy and Rich Show, on Mondays. What time do you usually release them? Are they an early
Usually
morning release?
around early afternoon.
Early afternoon?
Yeah.
So look for it on YouTube. Actually, just go subscribe to their channel. Then you won't have to worry about it. It'll give you a nice little ping when they release a new episode.
Hit the notification bell.
Right. That's the easiest way to
Absolutely.
do
We
it.
appreciate it, guys. And I look forward to catching up again. We'll keep up.
Yeah,
All right,
pleasure
sounds great,
meeting you
guys. Yeah.
And, safe travels to Georgia there.
Yeah, good talking to you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks,
God
Curly.
bless.
Yeah, you got it. Maybe next time I'll have it all gone, shaved off, and I'll be doing the curly look. Yeah.
Yeah. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right, man.
Listen to him.
You guys are cool, man. Thanks again.
All right.
Hey,
You're
not a
welcome.
problem. Thanks for being on, guys.
Appreciate it.
Talk to you later.
All right.
Later, Gator.
Bye.
Awesome.
I didn't get too carried away, did I?
No.
Okay.
No, I you did well. You did well.
Sometimes I just get going and I don't realize. Yeah.
Yeah, you have that coffee mug up there. Did you have some more coffee and whiskey?
I had coffee today. Yeah.
Plus whiskey?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
So we got
No
about
judgment here.
We got about an episode and a half of me being average. Then it'll drop off.
No, we have 587 episodes of you being average.
Very average.
That was very cool.
But if that's true, half of those episodes you were above average.
We got to introduce Mr. Cookie to Rich.
Oh my God! If he tried
Yeah.
that shit,
I'm just
Oh
saying.
dear Lord.
you're talking. This is. Although Cookie, I don't know. It'd be interesting. Cookie versus cannabis oil. I kind of want to see this.
I don't
Sounds like
want
a great challenge to me.
Cookie doing some dabs. Ooh.
warning. Do not eat anything that Cookie has if he gets a hold of that stuff. I wouldn't even breathe in his house.
I tried dabbing once. Once.
I did once, and I ended up getting yelled at by lesbians and firemen carrying my buddy out of the house we were at,
Solid.
running, getting chased by the whole party.
That sounds like a normal Tuesday for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because he's bouncing and he comes to, he's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "We're getting chased by angry lesbians." Yeah. It didn't surprise him.
No. It wouldn't surprise me if you said that there were some on the way right now.
And then he's like, "Thanks for not leaving me there, dude." I'm like, Well, what was I going to do? I saw you were passed out on the couch because he had dabbed way too much. They were angry because I was just simply asking them why they were lesbians. And, well, probably several other things. If you can imagine, I was needling a little bit. And they started chasing me, and so I just grabbed him off the couch and carried him to the car. So
I can see you doing that, too.
I said, leave no man behind.
We're getting away from the angry beaver.
Yes. They were angry. And that was part of, I think, what pissed them off. Is I asked them why they were so angry. If they were a lesbian, shouldn't they be happy? But
Should be.
yeah,
Yeah.
they didn't have an answer. Besides scorn, and I was told to never come back. I've never been back. I couldn't even tell you where it is.
Well, it must have been good stuff then.
It was out in Washington.
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 You got to put that extra R in there, Washington.
All right, should we get out of here?
Yes.
Probably
Very
shouldn't
good
have been.
setup, Adam. I like those guys.
Probably should never been in here in the first place.
Tune in next time as we play Tall Boy Roulette.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're gonna be playing some tall boy roulette. We got a whole bunch of stuff
Are
slated for
those
next
the
up.
tall boys you brought in last week?
Nope.
These are
Nope.
junior selections. I don't know what they are. This is as much as I've seen of them.
I didn't want to take anything away to JTK. You got to tune in to the next episode. All right. Just remember, we're brothers, and I love you. I hope you love me.
That's quite a preface.
I do not think that you're going to.
It's not the 25th. You know that, right?
Oh, no gay?
No gay.
No gay.
Yeah, throw that in there today. The 25th, you don't have to. Friday, you're in the clear. Today,
I'll be with you on the 26th.
No homo
Yeah.
day. Whoop, whoop.
all right.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Solid.
Well, we had it's the Biddy and Rich show. Did I get it right?
Yes.
Thank you to the Biddy and Rich show for calling in, joining us. Those guys are awesome. Check out their show on YouTube, the Biddy and Rich show. Subscribe to their channel. Hell, you won't do it for us, but do it for them. I mean,
Yeah.
just because. I mean, that's how prayer works. You can't pray for yourself. You've got to invite that others are successful or achieve their goals. So there we go. You can't petition the Lord through prayer. The grumpy girler Jeff just walked out. I think he's got to pee, but he joined us a little bit here for this episode also. Featured guest Junior over here. There we go. I'm Phil Nickel. He's Adam Filkins. You've been listening to the P&A Podcast Express. Make good choices.